Good morning, Year 8. I hope you're well and having a lovely day. For today's lesson, you will need your exercise book or paper, a pen, and the extract, named Swimming with Whales in Tonga. So the title is Swimming with Whales, so please could you write the date and title in your books. Your do now will require 5 minutes. Imagine you are sitting on this beach. How would you describe it to your friends? Please pause the video for 5 minutes to do this now. So these are some words you might have written down. Tropical, tranquil, quiet, stunning, shimmering crystal clear waters, and isolated. So if you didn't get these words, please could you write them down. Now write down, how do you think this man is feeling to be swimming right next to the whale? Please pause the video for 5 minutes in order to do this. So these are some words you might have written down. Intimidated, lucky, or nervous. So how is this relevant to today's lesson? In today's lesson, we will be exploring a text called Swimming with Whales in Tonga. We will be working on our quote retrieval and analysis skills. So please take 5 minutes to read this extract carefully before beginning the next task. So pause the video now, please. So your task is to find quotations for the following 3 paragraphs. So for paragraph 2, you need to find a quote to show the ocean is eerily quiet. Also consider what structural device is being used and how does it work. For paragraph 3, you need to find a quote that shows the writer is overwhelmed by the experience with the whale calf. For paragraph 5, you need to find a quote that shows the writer has been anxious about swimming with the whales. For your challenge, I would like you to find examples of imagery and explain the effect it has on the reader. So please pause the video for 10 minutes to do this now. So these are some quotations you could have found. For paragraph 2, the ocean is eerily quiet. A tricolon is used. Stillness, vastness, silence. This emphasizes the lack of sound and presents an eerie atmosphere. For paragraph 3, the writer is overwhelmed by the experience with the calf. His beauty thrilled me almost to the point of pain. And for paragraph 5, the writer had been anxious about swimming with the whales. I'd put aside my trepidation about Big Blue, or could well have ended up becoming an exercise in terror management. So please could you check your answers and make sure you've got this written down. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to analysing these quotations. So we'll be analysing the quotations through quote explosions. So we've got sensory imagery of pain. The reader begins to imagine how this pain may feel and how the response would be. So, firstly, you've got the word beauty. His beauty thrilled me. Beauty suggests that the animal is spectacular to look at. You've got the contrast of beauty and pain, positive experience with a negative description. So, also, beauty, as we often talked about, it's helpful to consider the word class. So beauty here is a noun. It's describing a person, place, or thing. Next you have thrilled. This verb, because it's a doing word, suggests excitement at seeing the amazing beauty of these magnificent creatures. The positive connotations of thrilled highlights how the experience is more exciting than nerve-wracking. And finally, pain. His joy in seeing the whales is so extreme that his body responds in the same way it would respond to a sudden pain. Could also suggest that the sight was shocking, so the only response was a physical one. Please could you make a note of this quote explosion? Okay, so now it's your turn. You have 10 minutes to create your own quote explosions with three of the quotations you have retrieved. So please pause the video for 10 minutes to do that now. I would now like you to take 10 minutes to answer each of these questions. How is the experience presented? Is it fun, scary, or overwhelming? How does the writer show his feelings? What language is used to show this? What effect does the language use to create? How is this piece structured? Think about the order of the events. How does he start and finish the piece? And finally, how does this make the reader think or feel? So please pause the video for 10 minutes in order to answer these questions. So your final task is to use the points that you've just written down to answer the following question. How does the writer use language to present their experience? This is the kind of thing you would need to write. The writer uses descriptive vocabulary to present his experience as scary and nerve-wracking. The choice of the word silence suggests that the ocean is eerily quiet and makes the writer nervous, as they are unable to hear anything. This makes the reader empathize with the writer, and as arguably everyone has a fear of the unknown and things that they cannot control. The silence of the ocean emphasizes this fear, as the writer is unaware of anything that lies within the ocean. So I've given you a basic writing template. 1. The writer uses insert key term technique method here. In the phrase, insert quotation from text here. To present, insert keywords from question here. The choice of the word, insert word from quotation here, suggests insert connotation or synonym here. This makes the reader feel, insert reaction here. So it's sort of your Peel structure without the L. So please pause the video for 10 minutes to do that now. Now that you've written your answer, I'd like you to spend 5 minutes to consider where you would fall on the mark scheme. And after you've done that, I would like you to consider what you could do to improve your answer to move up the mark scheme. Unless, of course, you think you've done everything for a level 4 and would have given yourself full marks, in which case you can simply give yourself a pat on the back. So that brings us to the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much for your hard work. Keep up the excellent effort, and please do feel free to send me your work. My email address is on the screen. It's always wonderful to see how you've been getting on. So thank you once again, and I'll see you next time.